Hey guys, welcome to my video, and today I am reviewing my show on May 23rd, 2026. I showed starter and beginner novice, and it was just dressage and show jumping, and so let's get in it. I'll walk you through what I did the entire time, and I had a huge blast. So this was me warming up for my dressage. I had many fields that I could warm up in. Both of them were very muddy, so I was kind of nervous because I wasn't able to get a proper warm up for my dressage. I took my jacket off because we were not required to wear it, and it was very hot outside. So this was me just practicing, getting him nice and collected, swinging him around the corners for my beginner novice test, which was next, which is what I was warming up for. And I'm gonna do some trot and canter circles just to help right before I go in, because I don't want to overwork him because I have another dressage test after this. So here I am waiting for my dressage time, and I was doing the courses in my head. I was doing my beginner novice one first, and Romeo was just looking so cute. He had the most adorable overbite here, and I don't know, he was just so excited. He loved watching all the other horses. So here I am just about to enter the ring. He was feeling amazing, and as I enter, I want to have a nice working trot all the way to X. As you can see, I wish he was a little bit more active, but it's okay. And I want to join tracking left onto the wall at M, and then make a nice little turn his booty around, and then at C do my 20-meter trot, which he did amazing at. Well, 20-meter circle, my mistake. And I wish I would have tilted his head up a little bit more. It's just a tiny bit overbent, but it's okay. We still placed really well. Join back onto the wall and have a nice turn. Make sure to swoop him back through there. Here I had to prepare him for his transition into the canter, which he did beautifully. And then we had to do a 20-meter canter circle, which he should be a little bit more active, covering a little bit more ground, but yet again, I really can't be mad at him. There was not much place to warm up, and it was super muddy. And so we made our turns going down, and then at F, we wanted to start making our way to the other side of the diagonal and join back on the wall at H, which we did a little bit early, but I'm not too upset about it. Join back, and then at C, make another 20-meter circle just like the last one. Come nice and out. His head was perfect the entire time, and he was actually a little bit more active in his steps, which was amazing. I was so proud of him through this entire course. I always have to remember to take deep breaths, because when I'm in the dressage ring, I get very stressed out, and it actually affects him. So here I'm working on getting him prepared for our transition, which that was our smoothest transition. I was so proud of him. He was awesome. I think about here a fly landed on him, and it kept bothering him. That's why you'll see him like try and touch it with his leg, and he kind of came off the wall, turned. So I was mainly just like, okay, I'm just gonna try and get him back together, but there was a lot of confusion with the fly and all that was really bothering him. You'll see him, he gets him in the free walk, but it kind of sacrifices our free walk because he isn't as stretched out in forward movement as what he should be, even though after he does get it, he does drop his head and move forward, which is amazing, and I'm just so proud of him for that. And then back at M, I want to collect him back into a working trot and not a free walk anymore. And I always want to prepare him for the upcoming transition, which is at H, because most of the time he's already wanting to head to the trot right away, so it's not that hard. As you can see, we had a beautiful transition there. And then I head all the way down this wall. I should have had him a little bit more active in his steps, but nonetheless, he was wonderful. And we went down our center line, and we had to halt at X, so I slowed him down at a walk here, and then we halted at X, which you're supposed to square up, which he did perfect on his front feet and missed up on his back, which I am not upset about at all. We were beautiful that entire time, and I'm so proud of him. So here I didn't have much of a warm-up in between because we were immediately getting back into my starter, and it's very similar to my beginner novice, which he did similarly as well. I was just encouraging his head to be up a little bit more because, yet again, I was a little bit nervous because I saw the videos and he had a tiny bit of an overbend, but it's really not bad at all. So we come around on our turns, and down at E, I'm pretty sure that's the letter, we want to start making a 20-meter trot circle, which is what we have here. I should have had more bend and pushed my inside leg and held my outside rein a little bit more, but it's fine. He did amazing. He has a much more active trot than in beginner novice, which was amazing. And so we joined back onto the rail, did a nice little turn, and then we had to pick up our canter at A, which I had to prepare him for. He should have been covering a little bit more ground, but yet again, I cannot be mad at him at all. He was doing phenomenal for me that day, especially because it was very muddy and it was just a hot mess. But that's okay. We had to transition down, which he did an amazing transition down. I could not be more proud of him. We slowed down to a walk at M. We did cut our corners a little bit there, and I was a little bit upset about that, but I just had to brush it off because it was just one part of my test. And so we have to transition into our free walk at H, and we free walk to our diagonal to F. And so I really want to push him forward, use my hips, and really encourage that movement forward. He did go into a tiny bit of a trot because I encouraged him a little too much. That is the problem, but I was able to bring him down right away as fast as he was able to transition up, which I was very happy about. I collected him up again at F, and we wanted to transition between A and the next letter coming up. I forgot. I always like to transition on the wall going towards it, so I transitioned about here. Nice and encouraged movement. I should have had him a little bit more active, but yet again, it's okay. He was doing amazing. We were back at our 20-meter trot circle, which he did awesome at. Should have had a little bit more bend, but he was just spot on. And we joined back at the wall. Make sure to hug the wall tight and really swing into our corners here, which we did in fact do, and I was really proud of him. Into our canter, which I wish it would have been a tiny bit more smoother, but I just didn't prepare him enough for it. Yet again, it could be a little bit more ground covering, but I'm not upset about it at all. I think it was phenomenal. So we went down to our trot, and he kept his head nice. He kept overbending a little bit. That's why I kind of asked for the aids a little bit up. There was something on my dressage test about don't make the aids as much obvious, which I will try not to do next time. We had to go into X, and then I slow down at X, and then I have to halt at G. And then my halt is supposed to be nice and square, which I'm not for sure how he did. I think he did phenomenal. His front legs could have been a little bit more square, but he did wonderful. So here is my starter course. I believe there was 10 jumps in it, and here was me coming up to my first jump. It was this nice, easy peach color, and a couple strides into this next blue and gold, and then I circled around to 3, which was a cow jump. And since this is starter, all of the jumps are 2'3" or 2'3" oxers into the watermelon. And then I wanted to swing around nice and wide, which I did not do. I did not follow my line into the house, which we kind of had a late takeoff, but he still cleared it, which I was very happy about. Plus, the last time we were jumping at a show, we got eliminated, so I was really proud of him for this. And to the duckies, and to the next one, and then it was a tight turn, so you had to have them nice and controlled, nice and collected, and to make that nice good bend between there. Next we had 9, which was an oxer, all the way over to 10, which did scare me some because there was critters on there, and we cleared it, and I was so ecstatic. I was so excited. I just was blown away. I was so proud of him. So here I am popping over a couple jumps for beginner novice, just some warm-up jumps because I have already done so much with him. I just wanted to pop over a couple, not too many before our class, which I was very nervous about because if you didn't know, my last beginner novice show, I got eliminated in the show jumping on jump 2 because of refusals. So my main goal was just to get over them and not care about what I knock. So here I wanted to walk him up to this shark oxer, which had like a leaning shark board, because I saw many people get eliminated at that one, and I just wanted him to get a good look at it first. So here I'm about to jump my beginner novice course. It's the same course as starter. Coming up on the first jump, he's already seen it before. Next one was a little bit bigger oxer, which I was not worried about. He was not worried about. He was feeling great. He was grooming right along. Next was a cow. He was a little bit looky at this one, but he popped right over it, just like he always does. The watermelon popped right over it. I was really timid about this, but he didn't seem to mind too much. I just really need to encourage him up and over the jumps, since still this is like some of the first times he's seen them, but he seemed just fine. I was really nervous about the ducky jump, but as you can see, we jumped it perfectly fine. Next to this one, and then the bend, which I feel like we did amazing. I saw so many people get eliminated that shark. He jumped it early. I was so proud of him. To number 9, he jumped it beautifully all the way over to the trees with the animals. He was a little bit timid, but he jumped it, and I was so happy. I was not expecting to clear round, and all I wanted was just to make it through, and I was like the best time ever. Here are me with my ribbons. I won 1st place in starter and 5th place in beginner novice, and on both of my dressage we got a score of 30, which is so impressive to me. This was us leaving. Please comment down below your opinions and thoughts. Thank you.